afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast from your host and Pro Lane, the one and only Master Propaganda Heroic Defender of the Fatherland, offeated 2v2 on else outskirts north of this Jesulin and Lardt, fighting here for the German army, Deutschland. Here with double Wehrmacht, which is interesting enough, seems to become more common after the recent patch, which I guess is something. But here, forming up with the Hammergöring Fallschirm Panzerdivision, the Luftwaffe's one and only Panzer Division. In the south it is Ghost and Vulpa fighting here for British-American Task Force, British 52nd, in support of the US 3rd Armour Division and a night assaulting German positions in the castle ruins and the surroundings. We got heavy armour out there for Ghost, we got heavy weapons, advanced infantry spec ops for Vulpa, with Luftwaffe breakthrough and terror mechanized for the Germans. Dingos and 30 cals there for the Allies. MG42s and Grenadiers here. Jesulin, of course, with Terror is the one with the MG42. At least he potentially can go for Terror. Whether or not he actually does so is, of course, something we'll have to watch and see. With our own eyes. Dingo there, almost done for Ghost. Pioneers moving west side. We got the Germans heavily focused on one side of the map. Probably figuring that if they get spread out, they can quickly get ganged up. But the Allies are going to get punched out by the Brits. We got more 30 cals there by Vulpa, so instead, focusing on one tier there for a stronger early game then, at least securing one side, I think is a very sensible strategy there, if they can get the teamwork to, actually work. Hence, teamwork. Machine gun wing westward, seasoning up the run to the Grenadiers. Grenadiers make a run for the cover. Come on, Fritz! Pick up some speed or we'll all get suppressed! Because I'm loose here, Dingo racing forwards, Pioneers flanking in there. Machine gun moving up here, section lane of the Ghost. And there you go. Because they're forced back, the Dingo was not able to do anything, but there you go. 30 cals to the rescue. Good old 30 cal, but MG42 here proves to be the superior one. Pioneers can gain the scouts. We've got mortars for both female players because they're already seeing a lot of machine guns, and the mortar is actually more of a counter now to machine guns. So both of them going for mortars here, it makes an awful lot of sense. 2 thumbs up. I mean, this is probably one of those times where a buff actually affected the Wehrmacht in a meaningful manner. Expected to get nerfed. I'm done. Mortars here for the Germans, the Granatenwerfer 34. The Germans also had a 5cm light mortar, which was also very complicated. It was typically part of an infantry platoon, but sort of towards mid-war, it was phased out as they just kind of went towards bigger mortars overall, like the Soviet heavy mortars, the Granatenwerfer 34. Fun fact name. Pioneers caught here by the 30 cal getting flanked by the Grenadiers. Small Grenadiers going in here. Granatenwerfer moving forwards. Got a section away there for Ghost. In the west side, Pioneers caught in a bad spot. Machine will have to respond to that. 30 cal here, waiting around the corner. Thinking it's really smart, except the Germans went around the other corner and caught it off guard here. More Grenadiers here for Lardt. As for Jesulin, it's got the Luftwaffe company already on the way, leaving Lardt to just go for a heavy 2-1 here, make for lots of other stuff. Mechanized support considered, briefly considered by Vulpa, but after close consultation with his magic 8 ball, goes over to the infantry support center. Pioneers wipe, painful blow there, mortar joining in there, direct hit again. The mortar just having a much faster travel speed is such a big buff to the mortars in general. It even benefits the German mortars. Almost got the section here, Pioneers running in here. Don't think it'll be enough for the Pioneers, but it will send a bit of shock there. Jesulin has gone for breakthrough, Durchbruch. Probably won't go for the MP40s, but it's an option. Rapid production all selected here, that leaves just Lardt. Oh, Vulpa's gone for Spec Ops. That just leaves Lardt really to pick a battle group, which is likely is going to be Mechanized, but could be Luftwaffe. We'll have to see. Panzer going to come here for Lardt. Vickers moving up east side. Scouts as well backing up here. German right flank, of course, as they put effort into the west side, is obviously rapidly being gobbled up by the American hegemony. Oh, it does go for the Mechanized support team as well there. Vulpa, they're clearly uncertain about everything on that section. 2-1 on the way there for Jesulin. Rushing out, of course, courtesy of breakthrough. 30 cal, of course, on the flank here. Big problem there for all of the Axis positions. Of course, the mortars out in the open against machine gun do not fare much of a good chance. So, unsurprisingly, withdraw the mortars. the Granatenwerfers before they become allied mortars.
Victory point lost.
A Granatenwerfer? What the hell does that mean? It means mortar, Tim. Shut up, you liney. 2-1 going for the Pioneers. Backed up with the Grenadiers. 251 on the way there for Lardt. Might be a Sturman. Good first. Oh, nice grenade here. 2-1, they should rush in and get the... Oh, good wipe here. Painful blow there to Ghost. That became a machine gun there very rapidly. Sexton, of course, has to withdraw there. And faced by the Vickers machine gun. Captains, bazooka teams on there for Vulpa. Humbers for Ghost. And we got the 251 out here for Lardt. Block activated for Jesulin. And another machine goes down here to the German Wehrmacht. What is going on here? But there you go, Humber on the counterattack. And Jesulin shoots one here, of course, unupgraded is powerless in the face of the Humber armored car there. 251 ring in, and not upgraded though, but it's also a very good target for 2-1. Ripped apart their bolter cannon fire. 251 could be next. There's nothing track to protect here. And we see there. Ghost going in harder with it. 251, he's about to get knocked out. That's going to suck here for Lardt. Listens like vehicle already, and down it goes. That was definitely a slip though. A bit surprised I didn't pay attention that just gets it out there fast. Maybe he had some plan that just went pear-shaped. All the way, that's really good there for the Allies. Like just 2 light vehicles knocked out for the Humber is insane. Really good for them. Plus in the fuel on the west, the eastern fuel points are falling here to the Allies a bit. Okay, we do get Lardt there with Mechanized. That also felt like the most likely case in the end. I mean, Vulpa for I think would have been a good choice. But just in the state of affairs, the map and all that, Mechanized just, you know, seems more plausible. Until it called in here, I've noticed a flare actually. Trying to go for a forgotten machine gun here. Need to get that western fuel point back. Support elements here for Jesulin. That's likely going to be the other, maybe some Mortars. Support elements into a bit better position. Sorry about that. Pack 40s for Lardt, Black 30s for Jesulin. Out there already, the Flieger Abwehrkanone Kreuze. And our Panzer close out the Indian of the Humber there.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Can the Germans though finish off the Humber? It's going to be the big question here. Fanny moving in there.
Arc deployed.
40 ready.
The enemy has cut us off. We have territory out of supply.
Oh dear, I do apologise.
Confirmed. Light vehicles can now raid enemy
Panzer Grenadier company for Lardt, thumbs up. Though interesting, not seeing any Panzer Grenadiers yet. I do think you should go for some of them. I mean, I can actually recommend them now. So I will recommend them when they're actually like, you know, alright. Bishop there for Ghost, so there's going to be some artillery here.
Territory sector lost.
Getting that fuel point back here.
Headquarters has
But yeah, the lack of sort of assault troops that are Jesulin and Lardt, I think, is going to slightly curtail them somewhat. They really, I think, want some troops out there. It's like, you know, kind of through the lines.
The enemy is
Got
stealing our territory from
ready
us.
there.
We have lost control of the victory point.
Pioneers and Center getting a full-on American welcome there with the 30 cal. Mortars being brought up here by Ghost. That means a total of 3 mortars now. Mortar buffers. Definitely done a lot there to make mortars much more playable. Almost got the Humber armored car here, and down it goes. Smashed apart here by flak and pack fire, though the flak itself is about to get clear of a mortar and 30 cal, or Vickers fire there actually. No, gets away. Dingo the moving in, trying to finish it off here. Almost gets knocked out and mortar firing down death on the machine guns. Commandos supporting assault here, or leading assault here. Got a machine gun, except he hits it with his own white phosphorus. Actual MP40 upgrade here for Jesulin. Machine gun recruit here, but it's about to go white up with the commandos again. We got a grenade off the commandos. This is honestly kind of crazy action. Mortar firing down death from above. West side, sections moving in here. And he's pushing forwards, and Vulpa here, before the 10-minute mark, is already going for the tank depot. Plus a cash. Ghost getting the bishop going. Achterrad's out here for Lardt, and those 2 decent Starstorben. I mean, Achterrad is obviously a solid choice, but I think I should give some Starstorben here on this map. Probably been a long-term better choice.
Medical supplies for us.
We're still not seeing like any panzer grenadiers out of him. Just in time before the guns moving forwards. And then moving backwards as they have clearly realised they've been pushed too far. I think Jesulin though might be setting up here for Mechanized assault group. I mean, he's got the command points, he's got the resources. Could also be, of course, Jesulin's just caught up in other matters, but I can't rule out a Mechanized assault group here out of Jesulin. I will say that with what Vulpa has, just trying to rush out a tank depot does feel a bit risky, but at the same time, it's a team game, so if his teammates like going to keep up the pressure and they actually coordinate it, it's a sort of risk that can work out if they play their cards right and the Germans, you know, make some questionable choices. Got a flak panzer there on the way for Jesulin to the front line. Jaegers also being pulled ahead. News for them before Grenadiers, Mortified joining in the fun. Fresh allied move on the centre here. Jaeger's almost done for Jesulin. Guess he's not going for Mechanized assault group after all. I mean, you know, they're being a bit too optimistic there. Finally, at least Lardt is going for some Panzergrenadiers, so we got some more infantry checkers just acting for the Germans overall. We got more SSF commanders of Vulpa. Ghost could do with another section, I think, but recommend it. Got a lot of flash points here. And commanders go up engaging the people who don't get caught with MG42. Left side, he could grab the western victory point there. Flash Panzergrenadiers out here for Lardt and the Hammond Göring Fallschirmpanzerdivision. Almost got the machine gun here. The team does seem to serve as a turn here from Jesulin, pushing it further with his flak panzer. Panzergrenadiers moving through the dark of the night. Repair point there from Vulpa. And his teammate repairs.
Lardt has arrived.
He goes for another Lardt here. I guess? But I don't know, I feel like that risking a bit of no commitment here out of him. Got another bishop on the way there, and Vulpa's likely to be charging out Sherman soon enough. We'll have to see how this goes, but a bit concerned about the double Lardt there. Double chance for Panzergrenadiers, good shot from the pack on the Dingo. Machine gun back to Jones, unable to claim it. There you go, Jaegers piercing through the front line to the cutoff point. Shermans are moving on to Vulpa. Freedom and democracy. The smoke, but I don't think it's going to work out their match for Jesulin Jaegers. Arclard's going deeper here. Marder 3 here for Jesulin. Marder 3 Ausführung M. Good shot down the Arclard. At the mortar there. More pioneers on there for Lardt and Deutschland. The Sherman does pose a minor problem. Though the Jesulin having a Marder out there calls the battle for Lardt.
Standing by.
It's not quite dangerous. It did get hit the system conversion there for Vulpa.
Enemy has taken a victory.
Well, I do feel like the left flank could be exploited more by the Allied forces like this, not like going for the Germans, and they could theoretically get flanked pretty hard here, so I do feel like that's an angle that could be explored more by the Reich. Another 6-pounder there for Ghost. As Vulpa's Sherman is about to get the 76mm gun there. 40s within 81. Mortar though to the rescue. This Ghost intend to take up anytime soon.
Anti-tank gun and crew
Does
are
not
ready
look
for
like
orders.
it. Got that second pack 40 ready, punted down straight down the centre. Mortar support. I mean, he could have laid down a flare and then smoked out, I guess.
Sector now under enemy control.
His teammate could have, of course, his own mortars way too far removed. Could have waited for it and make the move. I think that made that work a lot better. East side here, German force being met with a machine in the flak panzers loading at least some of the defenders. We got a big flanking set up here, Captain and Commander. We got the flank covered, not by machine and mortar, just briefly looked like that. Like all day when it's up. But no dice here. Black 30 there. We got Lardt in as well there. Absolute chaos here. Grenadiers been ripped apart. Flak 30 crew in trouble. I think the aircraft's getting involved here with the flak panzers. Thanks to some heavy loss on the Luftwaffe.
We have lost control.
Commanders will continue to advance. Flak panzer here. We got Arctos moving. We got Italy or Switzerland called in here. And city bombing runs actually. Arctic ALC. Black Panthers hard at work alongside the Arctic machine. The trouble could get wiped running through the fires. And yes, it does go wiped. But fortunately there for the Germans, the Allies cannot get their hands on it. Definitely a pretty hectic match here with a lot of, like, you know, brutal moments. West Point's finally being grabbed here by the Allies. They're trying to make an attempt to make some gains and so far succeeding. This German tension forward perhaps a bit too heavily on the centre. 274 is within 81.
Commandant, territory sector lost.
Machine in trouble. Coming command post for Ghost.
Our adversary is pushing back. We are down to
Super upgrades for Vulpa to benefit, of course, his commandos and his team. Oh, Dingo finally went down there. Got Pratt's catch, could have got the double packs. Firing down there at the east side, machine in the advanced grenades, the Jaegers.
Territory sector
More
lost.
battery fire there. 220 on machine 81. German falls on the fire from the Sherman EZA. Whiz bangs for Vulpa. And they've got to go there, go. Both bishops there went for a point blank blast in a sense, and actually didn't wipe out the Panzer gun. He's very lucky there for Lardt. Very, very lucky, I'd say. I think that could have gone a lot worse for those troops. Armour training almost done there for Ghost. Does have the command post, just doesn't have like any armored units. But Jesulin's there, unleashing hell there upon the unfortunate SSF commandos. So they should just pummel the centre area there. 223 here for the Germans, was the Allies 375.
Yes, sir. We are ready.
And rapid repairs there for Vulpa. Go still not doing much for the battle group, probably setting up for the Black Prince here. And we got Lardt with his Panzer Company finally happening.
Our Panzer Company to produce Panther tanks.
As for Jesulin, got more Mortars. Guess he's just going to eventually just call in a Tiger tank and call it a day. Jaegers got a bad spot here. Jesulin went in too deep, too far, and too unsupported. Jaegers get blasted into the dirt here by the Sherman. Bishop's hammering the centre here with heavy fire. West side, Arctos on the move. East side, we got the Vulpans and the Mortar on the move as well.
The enemy has claimed our sector.
He's got there the foot guards on the way for Ghost. And it's getting obliterated.
Commandant, you have command point. points available.
with another Jaeger squad down low for Jesulin to make for lost. Lloyd is unleashed to the side here, supporting counterattack here by Vulpa. And shot down by the might of the Luftwaffe. Nations meanwhile unleashing a hell of a sermon there upon Lardt's forces, ripping through his men with ruthless vigour. Black Panther's counter-tank says the commander squad has gone a bit too far here, but the commanders are rapidly put into place by 8 unlimited auto cannons, which tends to be very good at putting people into place. Armour down, smashed into pieces by the Sherman anti-tank guns here. Casualty-wise, the Allies got a good lead on the Axis forces alongside victory points. German forces, I think, need to at least to some extent reconsider at least their tactics. Strategy to an extent might work, but at least the way they're approaching it, they're not leveraging its strengths, I think. Lart's got a pamp on the way there, thumbs up, go for Vespa, I suppose. And there you go, Flak 30 crew just melts away in an almost literal sense beneath the staggering amount of artillery unleashed by the Allies upon one Flak 30.
Enemy forces have claimed our territory.
Down to halfway done, in fact more than halfway done here for Lardt. Still not a lot of infantry for the Germans though. Still would like to see a bit more from them. And there you go, Captain. Got his posthumous promotion.
We are down to 200 points.
A lot of caches here for Vulpa, by the way. A lot of caches. He's definitely up to something.
Territory lost.
And with automatic flying, the Arcs are spawning here against the foot guards. Gaining veterans too, that's where definitely think the dangerous bit for the foot guards out in the open. No veterans. Oh, Friedrich there got absolutely turned into pulp. Anthony moving up the center, getting a bit hammered here by Allied artillery, so they actually probably know from that if they pay attention. And there you go, bunch up like vehicles to come to target the West Bank. Fortunately for the Jesulin's able to get the vehicles out there, but certainly bunch up this close and like on confined space for your opponent's artillery. Not a tactically, I think, ideal move.
Artillery evading deployment.
Another Flak Panther considered, but then another Martin instead for Jesulin. Getting close to the Tiger tank. Big cash almost done there for Vulpa. The odds total of +6 fuel per minute. The long run can definitely add up. And they're getting smashed into the ground here. We got 170 to 269. Fish moving in, very aggressive boat move there by Ghost, almost reckless. And it feels like he's just stalling out for that Black Prince. There you go. Got the ability, selected. Yup. A bit tough to say that when it's all grayed out, it's the Black Prince whatnot. Anyways, Black Prince on the way. Eventually, just these 3 resources now. Marching forwards boldly on their own head. Got one of the bishops here. Punishing Ghost for leaving the front here a bit too easily. Well, infiltrated by a pair of lightly armored tank destroyers.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Bit of a tactical mistake there by Ghost. 170 to 160. Vespers for Lardt. We got Searing artillery. I suppose he could go for Vespa here, he could also go for Starstorm. See.
We have lost control of a victory point.
Almost got the mortar there, and there you go, Whizbang returning the favor here. Another Whizbang for Vulpa. Archlard kaput in this Lardt with Antonon's bunch of his infantry. 170 versus 259. Allied casualty. Martin seems like they're growing here over the Axis. Exactly ideally here the German army.
Territory sector lost.
Let's start foot guard section on the move. Whizbang number 2 almost on
The enemy
Vulpa.
has claimed our territory for their own.
And there you go. Paramount tank does sneak up. It's Vulpa's. Whiz-bang number 2 is almost ready. Get whiz-banging.
Artillery strike
There you go,
underway.
machine was knocked out. Wiped again another blows in the German Reich. Got some signature called in. On the Allies, I think he got the Bishop. Whiz-bang as well though. Wow, Allied response from Ghost and Vulpa I think was a bit slow. Maybe it was because it was like both of them affected. Maybe one noticed, but like tried to like, you know, get the message through, who knows, but yeah, that was like pretty solid, like signature. Normally like don't like get to knock out that much, I think, in a lot of cases, unless your opponent's asleep, so pretty good work there by Lardt. I think not quite enough to like completely turn things around, and I mean infantry wise they're falling further behind, but I think that was pretty good. There you go, another massive rocket barrel sheet into the losses they've suffered. They keep at it, and we got the Black Prince out there for Ghost.
Making provisions for an officer's quarters.
The expect to get polarized. Second camp on with the Verlat, committing heavily to the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5.
We have been granted a Panther tank.
Panzer Trouble Commander reports packed through there, deeply exposed. No real support here, and crucially, no escape path. These that gets wrecked there. Whoops. Again, you sort of see there's a slight issue with coordination between the two as Ghost almost cleared out his teammates. Men trying to crew the Pack 40. The Black Prince boarded the 2 tank against Panther, slightly withdrawing. They put a bit off, trying to go for the flank, catch Ghost here off guard. Another whiz-bang for Vulpa.
Get out of the way! God damn it! Upgrades are full. Engines warm and guns are cold. Get us moving.
Bit of quiet for once, and otherwise I think hectic match. Jesulin can soon call in the Tiger tank. I mean, he's more or less almost got the resources and the command points at the same time. So 2 Panthers and a Tiger tank working together could have a bit of a problem there for the Allies, depending on the use of
Artillery batteries are requesting
correctly.
orders, Commandant.
Ghost with another Crusader. Well, a Crusader.
The
I
enemy
think this
has
is first
taken a
one
victory
actually.
point.
Panzer can see us!
Pardon me, I just, you know, so you see, like, you see one Crusader is almost like always more, so there's a part of me just always assume this
Cat
more already in the
reconnaissance
field.
vehicle available.
Then got outside spot for the Panthers for that match, and maybe also capture the point for the NBC elsewhere. Magnetic with heavy automatic fire. Sherman joining in the fun. The Mortars here. And there you go, whiz-bang St. Lucie. Bazooka team trying to grab the point there on their own. Out in the open, it's definitely going to be a bit of a suicide mission for the men as they almost get utterly pleasure. In fact, they do get the blue. Team the trouble commandos, Jaeger's trying to join in the fun. We got 100 points from 259. Axis forces, I think, need to get the stuff together. Need to get a bit more tactically in there, like, you know, start doing something a bit more, I think, creative, and let's just charge them right to the enemy's guns every time. Getting a with the city bombardment is bad, but got one of them, but crucially there's no follow-up in the sense like exploit this. 78 to 59. There you go, double march with the Black Prince. Panzer's moving for the centre.
75 points remaining for our forces.
75 points left. Axis forces are feeling the heat here. There you go. Tiger tanks arrived here for Jesulin, support from the 404th Schwerer Panzerabteilung. The Schwerer Panzerkompanie. Stay on the way for Vulpa to prepare the stuff. 71 to 59. Left point is honestly open. He's just in like a few units cleared up, grab it. But again, Axis forces continue to be, I think, fairly short on infantry, which makes it easy for the Allies like hold well more terrain with less defense. I think that's something the German commanders will want to look into. That's Lardt looking like he might just be aiming for another Panther. Which I think might be a tiny bit excessive when you probably just want infantry first. They ought to stuff the much supporting the Allied tanks. Tank guns. Because the Panthers are certainly not going to be dealing with the anti-tank very well. Panthers targets are going for the Black Prince, massive launcher smoking thread up across the centre. But anything else escape the also Germans getting close below to the east. Sherman they're getting great hit on the Panther side armour to get a face full of it. More Reuters here. Force Black Prince going back to some great hit here. Oh, it's not Lloyd. The strafing Lloyd, it's the artillery Lloyd, I think. 53 versus 259. East side here, German forces lying deep around the castle ruins. They're taking a beating without really returning their favour. West side, we got Panthers and those foot guards fighting out the flank here. Another machine gun from Lardt, still not more infantry, like I said, Stars to them. Pentagoners. Oh, it's finally going for some Pentagoners, but only after his Ken crowd is tragically sacrificed upon the altar of war. It's just too beautiful for this world. Hellcats on the Vulpa now, bringing the M18. Of course, I imagine all the Panthers and the Tiger tank have very much made Vulpa consider the current situation. They probably need something here to deal with the Berlin Zoo that has been unleashed upon them.
Have been deployed to the front.
50 Fusion 35. Finds more Panzer Grenadiers out. And there's the strafing right out of Vulpa. Trying to get shot down, I think. Oh. Oh, there we go, they got shot down. Crashing into the woods. Pilot consumed by the squirrels. Oh, would you look at that? Squirrels! They're here to say, oh god, no! No, they're dragging into the burrow! The tiny teeth are consuming me! No! Black Panther rushing straight to the double commanders, got to the improved bazooka rocket. Titan goes the Hellcat and the Sherman 76mm. In the centre, Black Prince with 2 anti-tanks back against the Panther. See, we got 50 Fusion 13. Commanders forced away in the east here, a brutal battle. Marchman support the Tiger tank. West side, the push continues. Could do some support from Jesulin, I think. And a pack 40 there for Lardt. And a Panzer Abwehr from the West Bank. So they're trying to do the best assault, German assault here in the castle ruins. With some success again. Machine gun team cleared out.
Have captured a victory point.
No, I bet you 2 there for the Panther, but not enough to break this strong point, really. And he's lost his mortar, doesn't say have like Vesper, Nebelwerfer, a reserve mortar. And he's very much insistent just taking it on, not trying to flank. He's Sherman there, of course, causing problems there for Jesulin's Tiger. 51 was 200. Casualty-wise, the gap remains big as always. Grant's on the way for Coh3. Changing out the Crusaders for Grants, I think, is a solid move there. Thumbs up to Ghost. German almost done there for Vulpa. It's fired. 40 versus 200, 40 versus 200. 38 versus 200. 200, east side there, Black Panther in trouble. Honestly, this is starting to look pretty bad for the Germans. Allies have managed to build up a significantly large armoured fleet, and the Axis forces don't quite have as much in comparison.
We have lost control.
And also, crucial say just tactical Germans, just very tunneling, they're attacking like very small parts of the front line to the east here. Very easily bottled up parts of the front line. Which really means the Germans can't like leverage any sort of like tactical advantage against the opponent. Got a Sherman there. The Hellcats clear out the Tiger tank.
We do not hold any victory point.
Just a pair of Mortars. But the match against the Commandos. In the centre, Lardt has just, well, been struck by the Phantom. Panthers just only good with his armour. So, there you go, GG game over. A loss for the Axis force, a victory for the Allies. A brutal match. Axis force, I definitely think, just got stuck up in, like, just cross narrow vectors. Again, tactically, they just need to play more to the rest of the map. They also need more infantry earlier. In particular, I think Lardt and not going for more Panzer Grenadiers was a slip. And, you know, maybe Jesulin should try getting at the Starstorm. But there you go. All the way, hope you enjoyed this match. I'll learn something from it. This is Imperial Team. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.